The ritual of the Coven was a status quo shattering event that changed the trajectory of the WAGDIE project forever. What was once an unaccountable, no promises, no expectations landscape had now blossomed into a fully fleshed governance, complete with its own sizable treasury. Traveling to the ethereal Coven of Detriti, the travelers bear witness to an otherworldly ritual conducted by loyal witches. Two creatures having been chosen by the community merge into one amalgam, leading to the emergence of our in-world collective identity, the Lost Pilgrim.
The contract you made with the two fragmented your soul. You are the 18th.
Also appearing is the Conclave, an interdimensional place of forum for choices to be made on how to utilize the newly betrothed funding. The ritual, along with its prelude affairs and unexpected outcomes, stands as one of the best syntheses of narrative events and meta developments in the history of WAGDIE, testifying to the wild possibilities of talent, passion, and collaboration.
A constellation of events occurs in this forsaken world. Do you feel it, traveler? The world is changing. You have known from the beginning that you must shape this world. That you hold the power to create in the face of certain death. The 21st day has passed since the apex of her light. And now the true beginning of the cycle begins. Whether the power of Detriti, the serpent, or Mother Agora, the outcome is the same. You have chosen the shape of this path and this world. And now, with the ritual of the Coven, you will see the next phase of the cycle begin. Whether it is the path of Detriti or a different path, you would arrive at this point all the same. The sacrifice and ritual of the Coven is merely a form of your destiny. The Coven demands that you create, change the world into your shape. May you enjoy your fate, pilgrim. This is simply the beginning.
Mundus est corruptus, sic reviviscat, Detriti magam colete, ave maga, eius sanguine depingite, in imagine vestra mundum create, nostra mortis vis est, eius sanguine create, mors novam vitam efficit, hunc mundum destruat. Mundus est corruptus, sic reviviscat, ditriti magam collete, ave maga, eius sanguine depengite, sanguine depingite, in imagine vestra mundum create, nostra mortis vis est, eius sanguine create, mors novam vitam efficit, hunc mundum destruat. Mundus est corruptus, sic reviviscat, ditriti magam collete, ave maga, eius sanguine depengite, sanguine depingite, in imagine vestra mundum create, nostra mortis vis est, eius sanguine create, mors novam vitam efficit, hunc mundum destruat. Mundus est corruptus, sic reviviscat, ditriti magam collete, ave maga, eius sanguine depengite, sanguine depingite, in imagine vestra mundum create, nostra mortis vis est, sic reviviscat, sanguine ditriti magam collete, ave maga, eius sanguine depengite, sanguine depingite, corruptus, sic reviviscat, ditriti magam collete, ave maga. In imagine vestra mundum create, nostra mortis vis est, eius sanguine create, mors nova vita levisit, hunc mundum destruat.
We witches of Detriti, seekers of death, seekers of creation, the ultimate power. Those ask not what is a body, but shows what a body can do. Those that transform the world in their image, those that create, kill, desire, and push the boundaries of this world beyond all meaning. We channel Detriti, her ancient power, her sacrifice to bring us freedom, autonomy, the only truth of this world, the bare reality of the body, flesh, decay, and its power to act as it wills. As the lost texts once said, our task is to make trouble, to stir up potent response to devastating events, as well as to settle troubled waters and rebuild quiet places. Bring something incomprehensible into the world.
Nostra mortis vis est, eius sanguine create.
And with this creation, this sacrifice, it is not an act of destruction, but rather new life.
Sic reviviscat, ditriti magam collete, ave maga.
Death is inevitable. Death is everything. And yet, new life comes from death.
Nostra mortis vis est,
The writhing, wriggling mass of maggots, decay. The leaping, stuttering, moving amalgam. The fusing of blood and bone and desire.
sic reviviscat,
All share, come together in the name of the ritual.
eius sanguine depengite, sanguine depingite.
There is no you, there is no us, There is always only an amalgam. May the Coven grow. May the Lair of the Coven respond to the will of this world. We who destroy, create, and become new with each movement, with each mistake, and with each power. Remember the words of the sage. Lose your face. Become capable of loving without remembering, without phantasm, and without interpretation.
Nostra mortis resest. Eius sanguine create.
Let there just be fluxes, which sometimes dry up, freeze, or overflow, which sometimes combine or diverge. The self is only a threshold, a door, a becoming between two municipalities. Death is only the beginning of creation.
Sanguine depingite. In imagine vestra mundum create. Nostra mortis resest. Eius sanguine create. Mors novam vita medicit. Hoc mundum destruat.
The treaty's corruption is now complete. A bizarre amalgam stands before you from the burning rot of your sacrifices. The Mother Agora has been corrupted by the power of death. But perhaps there is no true form of her. And the treaty's power is merely a reflection of your own will on this place. The treaty's call is clear. Create. You have not known the truth of this world. You have not yet known its full power. We do not know the origins of the two. We do not even know if the world existed before the cycle. Surely it has. There have been 17 cycles. I have watched them all. Each cycle has given birth to a singular soul of immense power and unique connection to its time. That soul is able to channel power from the ether itself to shape the world and mark it in its image. The 17 challenged the gods, fate, mortality, and the very fabric of this world. They are strugglers, fighting against the only constant, death. And although they succumbed in the end, their mark on this world remains eternal. Each cycle caught in the same struggle between the two. You cannot avoid the logic of this world. The 18th cycle, however, has charted a different path. The powerful soul of the 18th cycle was not one, but many. As her light fades and the power of Detriti takes hold, do you remember what you have forgotten? Does the power of the Concords tell you the truth of this world? The contract you made with the two fragmented your soul. You are the 18th. Composed of 6,649. Yes, foolish pilgrims, you did not travel here. You were born of this place. Rotten, desecrated, marked with the survivors of past cycles. How this perversion occurred, we cannot understand. And now you must take up your mantle as the 18th. The ether calls. The power of the two pulls at you. The 17 are seared in your ancient memory. And now you feel your strength return. You are at the real beginning of the cycle, and your power has grown. Not the power of one, but the power of 6,649 fragments. Visions of a distant, grand forum appear in your mind. You see yourself multiplied into infinity. Your enemies, friends, allies, sisters are all in front of you and are you at the same time. Do you remember the name of this place, Pilgrim? It is your home, the Conclave. The place where your shared soul unites and is given the power to craft this world. Yet, it will not be easy, foolish Pilgrim. The responsibility of the 18th is one that will weigh on your soul. You are number 18, the lost Pilgrim. Now, set out, create, and explore in the face of the only truth. We are all going to die.